Hello everyone. Today we are going to practice our listening and speaking skills to improve our pronunciation. I'm Jane, and I'm at the amusement park with my friends. We've been planning this trip for weeks, and I couldn't be more excited. As soon as we entered the park, I could hear the screams and laughter of people riding the roller coasters. We decided to start with a less intense ride, the Ferris wheel. It was a slow ride, but it offered breathtaking views of the park and surrounding area. As we rode higher and higher, I could see the whole park in its entirety. It was a beautiful sight. Next, we headed to the bumper cars. I haven't ridden them since I was a kid, and I was excited to try them again. It was a blast bumping into my friends and trying to avoid getting hit. We then went to one of the park's newest and most popular rides, the spinning coaster. The ride was a blur of twists and turns, and I found myself screaming and laughing uncontrollably. It was so much fun that we decided to go again. After the spinning coaster, we took a break and grabbed some snacks. I got a soft pretzel and a soda, which were the perfect snack to recharge my energy. We walked around the park and checked out some of the other rides and attractions. The last ride we went on was the tallest roller coaster in the park. It was a nerve-wracking experience, but I'm glad I did it. The feeling of my stomach dropping as we went down the steep drops was exhilarating. As the sun began to set, we headed to the exit, exhausted but satisfied with the day. It was a great day filled with laughter, adrenaline, and good memories with my friends. I can't wait to come back to this amusement park again. As we left the park, I couldn't help but feel grateful for the day we had. The sun was setting behind us, painting the sky with hues of pink and orange. We walked past the various food stands and games, with their lights and colors shining bright. We decided to stop at a nearby restaurant to grab dinner before heading back home. We shared stories and laughed about the various rides we went on throughout the day. After dinner, we all parted ways, exhausted but content with the amazing day we had. As I drove back home, I couldn't help but think about how much fun we had and how lucky I am to have such great friends. Arriving home, I took a hot shower and got into my comfy pajamas. I sat on my bed, scrolling through the pictures we took at the park, reliving the memories we made. It was a day that I will always cherish, and I couldn't wait to plan our next adventure together. The next day, as I sat in my classroom, my mind kept drifting back to the amusement park. I couldn't help but smile at the memories we made. I knew my students noticed my daydreaming, but I couldn't help it. During lunch break, I texted my friends to thank them for the amazing day we had. They all replied with similar sentiments, and we decided to plan our next outing. We couldn't decide between a trip to the beach or a camping trip, but we knew it was going to be just as fun as our amusement park adventure. As the school day ended, I felt a sense of anticipation and excitement for our next adventure. It was going to be hard to top the amusement park, but I knew we were up for the challenge. The following weeks were filled with planning and anticipation. We finally decided on a camping trip, and I spent countless hours researching the perfect spot. We stocked up on camping gear and food, and before we knew it, the day had arrived. The camping trip was a blast, filled with hiking, campfires, and stargazing. We made s'mores and told scary stories, and I couldn't help but feel grateful for the wonderful friends in my life. As we packed up our tents and headed back home, I knew that this trip would be just as memorable as our amusement park adventure. I couldn't wait to see what adventures the future held for us. As the months passed, our group of friends continued to go on various adventures. We took weekend trips to nearby cities, went on hiking expeditions, and even tried out some new restaurants in town. Each adventure was unique and memorable in its own way. One weekend, we decided to take a road trip to visit a national park a few hours away. We loaded up the car with snacks and supplies and hit the road. The drive was filled with laughter and singing along to our favorite songs. When we arrived at the park, we were blown away by the beauty of the landscape. We went on various hikes, saw incredible wildlife, and even tried our hand at rock climbing. The trip was a perfect blend of adventure and relaxation. As we drove back home, exhausted but happy, we talked about our favorite moments from the trip. We made plans to visit another national park in the future and to continue exploring the world around us. Looking back on all the adventures we had, I couldn't help but feel grateful for the amazing friends in my life. They had helped me step out of my comfort zone, try new things, and make memories that would last a lifetime. As we headed back into our daily routines, I knew that there would always be new adventures waiting for us in the future. I couldn't wait to see what exciting experiences and memories we would create next. Thank you for watching the video. I ask that you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to be notified when new videos are released.